had, the first full speed padded practice. How did it go? What did you get out of it?
Yeah, it's great. We haven't been in pads in a year, since January, so it was a good feeling to get back in action, full speed, get some thuds, but be smart at the same time. Don't want nobody hurt. But it's good to get out there and compete.
How's this first week of camp been, do you think, down here and everything that's gone into it?
Yeah, first time in West Virginia, man. It's been lovely, man. They great people. They're showing us love all throughout the resort, in the area. We treat them with respect. It's good to get away from home for a little bit, be around your teammates, get to learn some things that you probably wouldn't have known otherwise.
Grant, just talk about your own season that you hope to have. How do you feel like you've done sort of to this point, and how much more is there to you that fans and people haven't seen?
It's a loaded question. You have to wait and see. But I missed my first year. I haven't. I'm always want to do more. I have way more to give. As a team, we have way more to give. That's what we're working on right now. I have high expectations for myself, the highest, and I'm gonna hold myself to that. And we need to start fast this season, especially with our 3 division games in the first 4 weeks. So we want to expect nothing less.
What do you expect from yourself? Like, what are some of your personal goals? What do you expect to show?
Greatness, man, greatness. I haven't showed any to myself. I haven't shown anything yet. Greatness, and that comes from being out here every day, putting in the work. You can't have any excuses when it comes to getting on that field. No, you can't take plays back when it gets to the season, right? As the defense as a whole, it's communication, that's technique, that's anything. What I'm saying? We're going to perfect that out here. We get to week 1, the game is already won by then.
Grant, how much is your contract situation in your mind heading into the season, being the last year of that rookie deal?
It's not in my mind, man. I play this football. I love this game. Everything in my heart, man. I want that end game, this end result that we all want in this team more than anything in my soul. So that's all I'm focused on, man. And with winning comes great things, and that's what we just focused on.
This is the place you want to be long term?
Of course, man. Of course. I built a brotherhood with these guys, man. These guys are my brothers, and I expect highly from them, and they expect highly from me. And I've grown to know these guys, and I love them, and we're going to go out there and get it done this season.
When you say that you haven't shown anything yet, do you feel like a lot of that had to do with the fact that you ruptured your Achilles in your first season, and it's a long, hard road back?
Nah, I don't think that. I mean, a lot of guys deal with injury. I'm just hard on myself, I guess. I just expect greatness from myself. That's all I'm saying. So y'all take that how you want to, but I just know I have so much more to give.
What would that look like? Line reception?
I don't know. You might be writing some good things about me. That's what that's what it might look like. But nah, man, it's just of course, being around the ball, getting to the ball, just making plays, being that leader in the defense, taking control, being that voice, being that nervous center of the defense, man, to just get everybody on the same page and be that guy that people can see that's out there every day putting in the work.
How can Jim Schwartz's defense help you achieve that greatness that you're looking for?
So when you have a great D-line, DBs love that. So when they're getting after the quarterback, man, good things happen for DBs. And as long as we stick in coverage and as long as we alignment, technique, sound, it's gonna be good things for us.
Is this a defense in which safeties can really, jump off the screen or the page, so to speak, and really shine and make a huge impact?
I don't know, man. I feel like in every defense you can have that. It's an attack defense. We're aggressive. We're not sitting back. We're not conservative. We're not playing just to, tag runners and give up yards, man. We want to go make the plays. We want to be aggressive. We want to go make something happen. So
you have 2 new safeties playing alongside you, top 3. Does that put more responsibility on you, having been here before at all?
Oh yeah, I know the lay of the land. These are new guys, but Rodney's on year 12. Juan's on year 6, and he's been to 2 Super Bowls, and Rodney's been the one. So those guys know what it takes to get there. I know the culture here, but the atmosphere they're going to bring and the mentality, it's all going to work hand in hand.
What have you learned about Juan since he's been
What I learned about Juan?
Yeah.
Juan's a playmaker, man. He's a very smart guy. University of Virginia, very smart guy. Recently married too. Shout out to Juan. And he's just a guy that brings that same mentality every day, and he knows what it takes. Like I said, he knows what it takes to get to that big game. So you want to always have guys like that around. That's our end goal as a team.
Do you guys talk about that? What it took the Chiefs to get there, and what it was like that journey to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, little things. As far as being out here at camp, some things we could work on, staying after practice, work on some things, and just making it as game-like as possible. Because as the season goes on, those weeks and those plays, they mean more and more and more. Like what I mean. So they've been to the end. Is what we're trying to get.
Do you feel like, is the Pro Bowl where the bar is set for you? I know Super Bowl first, but is the Pro Bowl an individual goal that you have for yourself this year?
I don't care about the Pro Bowl really. It's fan vote. I'm not worried about that.
What's Coach Bond brought to that game?
Coach Band, he's great. Coach Band actually he recruited me coming out of college to go to Miami. I went on a visit to Miami and everything, and he was a great coach. And in my heart, I always knew I was going to LSU, so there's really nothing he could do to get me to go there. But, he simplifies things. He's a great communicator. He makes sure that we know exactly what we're doing on every play, man. And he's his first year in the league, so he has something to prove as well as we do. So we're gonna make it happen.
You were pretty fired up then when you heard that he was going to be.
Oh yeah, I was one of his first calls, he had to make sure I still had his number saved from 6 years ago. So
You texted him?
did I text him?
When you got hired?
Well, he called me. I didn't know. I found out like y'all, so he called me and I had the number saved. And I was like, oh, what we got?
Is there anything you've added to your routine, in terms of getting ready for a season as you've kind of gone through these last 3 or 4 years?
Man, it's pretty much the same. We're talking about like off season and stuff like that.
Off season, yeah, that type of preparation.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, off season, you want to make sure that you relax a little bit at the same time and travel a little bit. Just take time away with your family and stuff like that. That's very important because you don't want to get too roped up into this, like make this, like, you'll never get an escape in this season. Like we here now, so. But of course, you want to get your work done for those months that we've done, and I do a great job of that. A lot of our guys do, and make sure that we get together too whenever we can. So we built a camaraderie on this team that's gonna last.
Looked like you went to some cool places. What was your favorite?
Yeah, where's my favorite? I don't know, man. Like I know y'all saw, I went to Paris for a little bit Fashion Week, but I just do stuff just to do it, to be honest, man. And it's like meeting people and doing things that when I was young, I would never thought I'd be able to do. So most people like, we used to have safeties like Ed Reed and guys like Ray Lewis. They don't care how about how they look when they get to the game. But me, man, I just like doing other stuff. It's the world we in now, and that's kind of a good escape for me.
When you look at big plays and impact plays that you would like to make this year, how important are the takeaways to you? Forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, interceptions. And do you have a number on any of those things that you'd like to get?
Yeah, man. The Cleveland Browns are 23-6 in the past. I think it's 4 or 5 years that we are even or better in the turnover ratio. So, that number needs to be higher. We need to set ourselves up right. Defense, we need to go get the ball. Ball in the air is ours. Offense, don't give it away. That's like the one of the most important stats in football is that turnover ratio, and we need to be top leading the league in that.
That was something you guys struggled with a little bit last year. Is there something you can do? What is it that you can do preparation-wise to be able to increase that number in terms of as a team?
Like I said, man, make it hard on the quarterback. You don't want to make stuff easy, stuff like bust coverages, stuff like, misalignments and stuff like that. That's going to make it easy on them. Takeaways has a lot to do with the quarterback as well, just making a throw that he might, in sticky coverage and stuff like that. We want to make it hard on him. These quarterbacks are too good, man. It's the NFL. They'll tell you up if you allow them to. So we just need to be sound in our country to start with.
Grant, what were your thoughts when you saw Joe Burrow go down with the calf
yeah.
injury, and then what are your thoughts now?
No, yeah.
Seeing more about him.
Wow, man, I hated to see it. I think it was just a calf strain, correct? So I'm very glad for that, because if you know about that Achilles, and you don't want anybody to go through that. So shout out to Joe. I think he's doing. He'll probably be all right by the time the season comes around. We want to see him week 1 too. It's always a fun game to have, and we want everybody at their full potential.
Reach out to him.
Not yet, but I'm sure I will.
Well, you will.